I don't know if it has to be fair. It's a great mental game. Absolutely great.
Trying to prove who the bigger and stronger man is. Coming charging off the ropes. And he has to trip him twice.
And then he has to throw him onto the floor. He's running away. Don't run. Come on, your new attitude, Johnny Vandal. Don't run away. And they get caught like that. What's he up to, Frank? This match is not starting the way he would want it to. Beautiful move by Chris Jones.
And completely flips himself over with the arm drag for the extra momentum that time.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the arm now. Does Chris Jones. Drops the elbow across the elbow of Johnny Vandal. Extremely painful maneuver. Joint on joint. Following up is Chris Jones, who looks exceptionally good in this matchup so far.
Yes, he does, and the people in the crowd, they are behind him.
As they should be. Right hand to the gut, Johnny Vandal. More the brawler of the two.
And Johnny Vandal, the cold and calculating Johnny Vandal.
Into the corner, up and over. Johnny Vandal goes through. There's that move again, Frank. That full twisting arm drag. Of sorts. It's like a modified flip through Japanese arm drag. Innovative and excruciating, I'm sure.
You'll see a lot of innovative offense out of both of these competitors.
Rake of the eyes by Johnny Vandal. Is that innovative?
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Misses another elbow. 0 for 2 on the elbows. Johnny Vandal. Chris Jones back in control. Has an arm bar. Knee planted firmly in the back of Johnny Vandal.
And Chris, his plan today, you can see it's obviously been to go after that arm, and it's working so far.
As that arm bar sunk in very well, very deep. But a pull of the hair sends Chris Jones back to the corner. And he doesn't give him the clean break either. Forearm to the chest, being admonished by Pesbury Weather. Up and over again. He got him to bite again. He's not very happy, and there it is again.
And Johnny getting frustrated. He cannot get away from those moves and the arm work of Mr. Chris Jones.
Foot across the elbow now, and the arm. Stomp. As he continues to work over the left arm of one Johnny Vandal. There's a chop. Punishing chop. Short knife edge chop. Reversal in the corner goes Chris Jones. Oh, nobody home. Be careful. Oh, he just popped him across the jaw and chest with both his knees.
There's only so many times you're going to fool a veteran like Johnny Vandal. This time he was expecting it, and he went right after Chris Jones, and now I think Johnny Vandal's got him slowed down.
Cerebral Johnny Vandal. Mind's always working in the ring. That much we know for sure. Showing his disdain to the people on the outside and with the official. Across the ring ropes. Sunset flip try. Johnny Vandal's not going anywhere, and he plants him with a fist right in the top of the forehead and begins to show his athleticism.
Have I mentioned that I like the new attitude of Johnny Vandal?
More than 100 times. Absolutely, Frank. Why don't you go talk to him after? Maybe you can bring him into the stable.
We talk on occasion. You never know what might happen.
I guess not.
But right now, Johnny Vandal, he's saying he's his own man. He wants to prove he can do it on his own. He doesn't need the rest of his Vandal family. And I think he's done a pretty good job of doing things on his own.
Just rearranging the facial faculties of Chris Jones. Facial features. Right hand to the bridge of the nose. And unfortunately, I have to agree with you. Yes, he has shown that he probably is better off without his brother.
You know, Johnny Vandal told me this was the best holiday season he's ever had, having to not deal with all those losers hanging around.
Oh, now come on. That's insult to injury. All those losers. Give me a break. Family's still family, man. That is ridiculous. Up into the corner. Now to jeer with the audience. Johnny Vandal. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he told me he spent his Christmas day sitting on the beach, sipping drinks with little umbrellas in it with a few adoring ladies by his side.
I see.
Much better than family.
Really? Well, I guess to each their own. Went to the well once too often on that one as he tried that sunset flip again. Gets out of the way. Hand hits the canvas. No, now the hand hits the flesh of Chris Jones. Stand-up style match. A lot of striking, kicking, things of that sort. 2-0 twice for Johnny Vandal.
And once that 3 count, hasn't got it yet.
You would say for Chris Jones to be successful, he's going to have to get Johnny Vandal back down to the mat and into some sort of grappling, correct? I mean, he's not going to be able to stand up and strike with Johnny Vandal and take home the victory, is he?
I wouldn't think so. Johnny Vandal, dangerous competitor. Those kicks, those punches, as vicious as anyone in this business.
Still trying to rearrange the face of Chris Jones. Pulling at the nose, eyes, whatever. Ears.
Okay, just use whatever's there.
Sets him up underneath the clothesline. Underneath the reverse elbow. Another sunset flip try. Misses that punch again to the mat. Now underneath the clothesline of Chris Jones. Underneath the punch of Johnny Vandal. Oh, and he caught him with a reverse elbow on the point of the jaw.
And there you go. Johnny showing off for the idiots in the crowd.
But only gets a count of 2. Johnny Vandal says enough is enough and planted that reverse elbow to the point of the jaw of Chris Jones, and as you can see, he is much the worse for wear. Staggering around Chris Jones, right hand to the top of the head, sends it down in a heap once again.
What a hard right hand that was.
Now he's choking, not even going for a cover. Straight choking right in front of referee Pez Merriweather. Reverse chin lock applied, knee to the back, and Chris Jones is looking at the ring light. Another rake of the face, Johnny Vandal.
Johnny Vandal, plastic surgeon. I can see it now.
Oh, I see. Plastic surgeon, huh? Without the surgery?
Yeah, don't need any of those surgical tools or anesthesia. Just rip the person's face apart. Get it done in record time.
Oh, again.
Move on to the next patient.
Look at this. This is brutality. He's showing no regard for any part of Chris Jones.
You can see him opening up a shot in Beverly Hills and doing this to some of those insecure housewives there.
Joan Rivers, first customer?
No, she's beyond help.
Oh, okay. Chris Jones catches the kick, spun around as Chris Jones. Enziguri upside the head, and down goes Johnny Vandal. Out of nowhere, that series of events. Both wrestlers down, the 10 count being applied by referee Pez Merriweather.
Saw Johnny holding the back of his head after that one. Definitely a solid kick landed by Chris Jones.
If the count reaches 10, of course, we have a draw, as I always seem to mention. Count at 7. Both wrestlers close to their feet. The count has been halted at 7. Off the ropes. Very nice head scissors takeover. Drop kick by Chris Jones, who's a house of fire. All of a sudden, he's found a second win. Another head scissors takeover. He's found new life as Chris Jones. Into the corner. Big right hand came out of left field. Up to the second turnbuckle. Starts patting away with the right hands on top of the head. Does Chris Jones on Johnny Vandal. 10 straight right hands in the corner. Up and over the top rope, and Johnny Vandal hangs on.
Able to maintain his position inside the ring.
And then gets clotheslined up and over to the outside and hits his head on the ring apron for good measure. All of that for naught, Frank.
Hey, you got to give him credit for trying, and Chris Jones, well, here he comes.
Through the ropes to the outside on top of Johnny Vandal. It's a train wreck.
He actually gave him an arm drag through the ropes.
Unbelievable.
I don't know how he did that, but he went flying through the ring ropes and managed to give him an arm drag outside on the floor.
Well, that'll definitely take it out of you if you're Johnny Vandal. Exceptional move by Chris Jones.
Looks like he's going to go up top.
taking his time getting up there a little bit.
And Vandal moves out of the way of that corkscrew moonsault.
That's a huge high-impact move to try. If you miss, it's devastating to your chances of winning a matchup. When you go for that much impact and that much of a high-risk maneuver. Where's he going, Frank? What's he got? What is this?
Looks like some sort of glove there.
Yeah, if you're going to a glove, you know it's got to be loaded.
Maybe his hand was cold.
One of them, not both, right? He missed with that wild right hand. Oh, but he hit him on the way down from the suplex. 1, 2, 3. And he lucks his way through another here at Division I Pro Wrestling. Look how fast he tried to get that thing off so the official wouldn't see it.
Hey, no luck involved there. A solid strategy by Johnny Vandal, the winner in this match.
Yeah, if you can't beat him fair and square, keep a loaded glove in your boot. Strategy, huh?
A win is a win. And this is a big-time win for Johnny Vandal.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. There is nothing too loving about Johnny Vandal going to the glove and getting the cheap victory over Chris Jones in our main event this week. And once again, we would like to wish all of you the finest Valentine's Day possible this Valentine's Day. On next week's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a special preview show of our live event coming to North Miami on February the 23rd. So please tune in next week. Check out the preview video that we have for all of you setting up the live event in North Miami on February the 23rd. Until then, so long from all of us here at Division I Pro Wrestling, and bye-bye from the Sunshine State.